all seen Ryan Trahan's latest series on YouTube, delivering a penny across the United States to Mr. Beast. He had to live off whatever he could make, starting out with 1 cent to travel across America, basically living like a homeless person for an entire month. But what about his teeth? That's right, during his journey, iced coffees, Chipotle, and McChickens ran rampant, because just like a homeless person, you need food to survive. But what about his hygiene? You see, it's obvious to say that Ryan Trahan got a little dirty and stinky during his journey across America, only taking a few showers. So what would happen to Ryan's teeth if he didn't brush his teeth for 30 days? Well, let's start with day 1 and find out. You see, when we eat and drink during the day, the remnants of that food sticks to your teeth. And little bacteria go in and they live and they eat and break down that food and gunk, turning it into acid that will eventually destroy your teeth. That is until you brush it off. So we can see on day 1, Ryan only had some tacos from a taco truck, maybe a soda or 2 from the things that he was selling during the day to try and make some money. So from 0 to 24 hours, no damage to Ryan's teeth have been done yet, but that food is starting to break down and turn into acid, which could hurt his teeth eventually.
Day 2.
The bacteria in Ryan's teeth at this point are still producing acid, and with 2 more McDonald's runs on day 2, the food and gunk, aka plaque, is starting to build. Another interesting thing that we see happen from 24 to 48 hours is the formation on Ryan's teeth of calculus. No, not that calculus. You see, just like cement starts out liquidy and then hardens into those sidewalks, plaque does the exact same thing. After about 24 to 48 hours, it hardens into this hard stuff we like to call calculus. This layer of calculus can no longer be removed with a toothbrush, so Ryan is at a disadvantage now because he can't brush this plaque off. He needs actually an ultrasonic scaler from a dentist or a hygienist to physically remove the calculus. It's also good to note that this layer still produces acid and feeds the bacteria, harming Ryan's teeth. And the sad part is this is completely normal for the homeless population. In fact, over 60% of homeless people have had a toothache in their life, and also 15% of homeless people had to remove their own teeth by themselves.
Day 7.
Okay, we are now a week in, so how exactly are Ryan Trahan's teeth holding up on his journey to go deliver a penny to Mr. Beast? By now, the layers of plaque and calculus have formed for over a week now, and the acid being produced is enough to cause some serious issues in multiple places. Firstly, the gum tissue in Ryan's mouth is now starting to get puffy and red, forming what we know as gingivitis. Now, this is reversible with brushing your teeth and cleanings from the dentist, but this next one is not. If you zoom in on Ryan's teeth, you're going to start to notice these little black triangles forming. These small triangles are the acid and bacteria tunneling their way into the tooth. We know this tunneling as a cavity. Lastly, with all the food and gunk starting to get into Ryan's mouth, he's going to potentially form some tonsil stones, which if you've never seen a tonsil stone, they're pretty nasty. That being said, these cause horrendous, what we call stank breath. So once he gets to Mr. Beast might be running the other direction instead of accepting a penny from Ryan Trahan.
Day 15.
Day 15, we are now halfway through Ryan Trahan's journey. But that being said, are his teeth going to make it? I don't know. Let's find out. Plaque and calculus at this point are still forming layer by layer as it goes, and once it was invisible, now it's fully visible, looking like this. Also, the gingivitis, that red puffiness on the gums, is now getting so bad that it's starting to turn in what we like to call periodontitis. This is when the gingivitis and inflammation starts to affect the bone so much that the bone starts to dissolve and drop away from the tooth, causing food and gunk to get in there easier and be trapped, and making it harder to cleanse Ryan's teeth, harming them even faster. That small triangle has broken through the outer hard enamel layer and has gotten into what we call the dentin. This layer is much softer than the outer enamel hard layer that protects your teeth. So once the bacteria get in there, it zooms really quickly to the nerve of the tooth. If it gets to the nerve of the tooth, some bad stuff is going to happen. Needless to say, Ryan, you're in trouble at day 15. There is some serious stuff that's happening, and a lot of it is irreversible.
Day 30.
30 days later, a whole month without brushing your teeth, full of iced coffees, McChickens, and sodas, and what do Ryan Trahan's teeth look like? How bad can it be? At this point, Ryan's gums are super red and inflamed from the gingivitis, and the plaque and calculus has gotten so big that you see these mounds of yellow gunk on his teeth. You see, when there's not enough bone around the tooth, there's nothing to hold it, so that tooth starts to get wiggly, and if it continues getting worse and worse, the tooth just falls out. Needless to say, the damage has been done to Ryan's teeth at this point, and the only way to fix it is a root canal and a crown, or to just fully pull the tooth. That's one expensive penny. The truth is that even if Ryan Trahan's video was for show, and it was just a YouTube video and he was brushing his teeth behind the scenes, the problem still stands that for the homeless population, this is a huge issue. You know, over 2 million people are homeless, 25% are children. This causes a huge issue in oral care. This is one of the reasons why we created Something Nice. You see, Something Nice is our oral care brand that I created because I was tired of all the BS in dentistry and I wanted to make the best products for you, but I also wanted to do something nice along the way. Currently, for every brush purchase, we give one back to a kid in need, but in the future, as more products come out, we want to give a portion of proceeds away to doing nice things all over the place, including homeless care. So if you want to support, go to somethingnicecompany.com and pick up a brush for yourself, or go support Ryan Trahan's videos because he's donated millions of meals for homeless people across the country with his series. As always, make sure to like and subscribe and let me know if you like this video, and if you want to see other videos, let me know down below. I love you guys. I'm the Bentist. I'll see you later, and make sure to actually brush your teeth. I'll see you. Peace.